Good evening and welcome inside the press box at Lovell High School. The Warriors are on the road for a second straight week of 2A conference football. This time at the home of the Bulldogs, Lovell High School. Both teams are in need of wins to position themselves for the playoff push in the final 3 weeks of the season. And we have all the gridiron action here on the McGarvin Broadcasting Network. We are streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV. This is the McGarvin Taylor Pregame Show presented by McGarvin Taylor Real Estate in Worland. This and every broadcast would not be possible without the wonderful support of this community and the following businesses. Our premium sponsors in the 2025-2026 season include Pinnacle Bank, McGarvin Taylor Real Estate, Kings Carpet One, Diesel Pickup Specialists, and Kinlan Ace Hardware. Our additional valued sponsors include Admiral Beverage Corporation, Sally's Classic Pizza, Swing Trucking, McGarvin Moberly Construction, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant, The Outdoorsman, the Worland Dental Clinic, and the Washkey Prevention Coalition. And our Shield members include Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, Sage Creek Land and Cattle, Bryant Honey, and War Paint. Advertising opportunities are still available here on the McGarvin Broadcasting Network. You still have time to take advantage of the remaining sports calendar, rest of season, or month-to-month advertising opportunities. Discounts are available for those who sign up for longer-term contracts. Contact me, Jordan McGarvin, at McGarvinBroadcasting@gmail.com or by call or text at 307-431-1468. The McGarvin Taylor Pregame Show is full of features, including a talk with head coach Marty Rage, a look inside the matchup, the Warrior keys to the game, the Northern Wyoming starting lineups, and opening kickoff, and more. Friday night, Under the Lights is coming up. Will the Warriors take the bite out of the Bulldogs and move to 3-2 on the season? Or will Lovell right the ship at home and send Worland to their third loss of the year? Find out next on the McGarvin Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of Diesel Pickup Specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel Pickup Specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
Now this is how you shop for a grill at Ace. At Ace, we carry the best brands like Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber. With barbecue experts ready to guide you with grilling tips, the best accessories, and easy ways to add flavor. When Ace Rewards customers purchase a grill $3.99 or more, we'll assemble and deliver it right to your door. Shop now at Ace and at acehardware.com.
McGarvin Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, and my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah. How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
We're Brian Honey. So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were
and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
less than a half an hour away from the opening kickoff. This is the McGarvin Taylor Pregame Show. We're happy to have you wherever you are joining us, whether that is via Facebook, YouTube, Huddle TV, or the NFHS network. We are streaming live. If you haven't given the social media pages a like, give us a like and a follow on Facebook. Subscribe to the page on YouTube. Turn on your live alerts. Never miss any Warrior or Lady Warrior sports action across the sports calendar. That is the easiest way to stay in touch. And the more likes and more subscription the video gets, the more view we get via those particular platforms. So go ahead and give us a like and a follow and a subscribe and like this live stream if you're joining us via YouTube. Worland Warriors, Lovell Bulldogs matching up here. Warriors coming into this one 2-2 overall. Lovell still ranked the number 4 team in 2A football despite a 1-3 start to the season, including an 0-2 start, then beating Lyman and falling last week as well. So 3 losses in the opening. 4 Lovell dropped their game last week to the Hot Springs County High School Bobcats, who picked up a win over in Cokeville earlier today. And the number 3 Bobcats continue their ascension up the 2A rankings. The Warriors, of course, in that defensive battle in the southwest corner against the Lyman Eagles. It was a Caden Scheibel 85-yard interception return touchdown, a little pick six for the Warriors, the only scoring in that game. Neither offense able to get into the red zone during that game. Hopefully going to be a different story here tonight as we take a little look inside of the matchup later on. We'll kind of go into some of those numbers and kind of let you know where these teams sit both on the offensive and defensive side of the football here. Again, the Warriors sitting at 2-2, trying to get above 500 again, trying to finish a season above 500 for the first time in over a decade as well. Big game here today because we look at the rankings here. Mountain View, Thermopolis, Pinedale, and Cokeville, currently the teams with at least 2 wins in the conference. Mountain View and Thermopolis were 3-0. Thermop and Mountain View now 4-0. They've already played. We'll get into those scores later. Pinedale fell, Cokeville fell, so those teams are at 2-2. Chance for the Warriors or the Bulldogs to get into that 2-2 conference position right there, tying for 4th, get in those tiebreaker positions. Warriors, of course, lack the tiebreaker against Thermopolis and Pinedale already with losses them, but a later game at home against Cokeville. That could be a big one here down the backstretch. So this is a very important game as you look ahead to playoff positioning, keeping that chance alive to potentially get that 3 seed. Just try to avoid those Bighorn Rams on the other side. That'd be a big deal for either of these squads, but right now they're not thinking about the playoffs. They're thinking about this game that's a little more than 20 minutes from kicking off. We're going to take a break here on the McGarvin Taylor Pregame Show. On the other side, we'll welcome into the booth Worland Warrior head coach Marty Rage. This is Worland Warrior football on the McGarvin Taylor Pregame Show, streaming live via the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today.
At King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, counter.
Hello and welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. We're now joined in the booth by Worland Warrior head coach Marty Rage. Coach, coming off of a defensive battle down in the southwest corner, getting a gritty 7-0 victory. Back-to-back road games. You're up here at the house of the Bulldogs against Lovell. What was the week of practice looking like coming into this one?
Well, we did have a good week of practice this week, you know. It's kind of different with the JV game. We got to go out and install a bunch of stuff on Monday with the older kids, and felt like we got a decent start to the week and had one of our better Wednesday practices this week also.
Well, Coach, we talk about it pretty much every week. The offense has moved the ball at times. It's been a matter of getting across that goal line and putting up those crooked numbers on opponents. How do you maybe finally get that done this week against the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I mean, at times we felt like we moved the ball there. And at times, I like to go on fourth down a lot. But the game kind of shifted to where we thought we better pin them as many times we can. If we didn't have a for sure fourth down win, we weren't going to give them half a field. We're going to punt it, chase it down, and make sure we get it covered so they have to go the distance. And that's kind of what it turned into. We needed to make more 4 or 5 yard runs on first down, but that's something we're working on all the time.
Well, it's a good thing these kids are young. Bell cow back in the backfield is Gunnar Mascara. We know that the past few weeks, it seems like you've tried to get maybe the short passing going to be kind of an extension of the run game. Has that been maybe the plan in terms of installation the last few weeks?
Well, and the other thing as far as quick is, we got to get it out to the boundary quicker. A lot of play action to stuff as we're trying to work on, too, that lends itself to more blockers out in front of it and backside drags, things like that help us get the ball out sooner.
Well, and what's kept you competitive every week? I mean, this is a team that could realistically be 4-0 on the season with the defensive play over the first couple of weeks. You've managed to hold good running teams. You've managed to limit some of the passing. Yeah. How important is it for that defense to continue to show up?
Well, it really is, and that's how it is too. And we're sharing offense, defense. We're sharing players, and we've had a rotation going around. So we're just hoping we get more depth as we've been through this process. And I think it's going to show. But we got to find places we can rest people, offense or defensively, too, to finish a game.
Well, Coach, let's flip to the other side, talk a little bit about this Bulldogs team. Two things that we know that they have in at least a couple of players, Owen Walker, Matthew Newman. One is size, the other is speed. How do you deal with those primary threats for this squad?
Well, it's just a lot of assignment football as to what you do. We have to be disciplined in what we do as coverages and on fronts. And just kind of be multiple is what we do because they do so many things. And then they hit you with the inside run. You have to be sound throughout to the ball, especially defensively.
Well, and as you come into this one, what's maybe one of the most important stats tonight for the Warriors to stay in this one, potentially come out here, steal a road victory?
Well, the biggest thing is we have to take care of the ball, and maybe we can get ahead in a turnover deal. Maybe a +1 or +2 would really help us tonight.
Jordan McCamey joined here by Worland Warrior head coach Marty Rage as the Worland Warriors and Lovell Bulldogs will match up under the lights here at Lovell High School in a little 2A conference action. Coach, any final thoughts here before we let you get into those final preparations here before kickoff in the early parts of October?
Right. What a great time of year for football, too. There's so much unknown, and really what it has to be is you just play for the game you're at, and we look forward to a good contest tonight.
That's head coach Marty Rage there. We'll talk to him on the post-game show presented by 7-Up, but keep it tuned to the McGarvin and Taylor Pregame Show here as we continue to get you ready for kickoff live from Lovell High School. This is Worland Warrior football coming to you live via Facebook, YouTube, Huddle TV, and the NFHS Network on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones, the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. Fridays only.
Room by room, only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at Lovell High School, taking away nearly Less than 10 minutes till we get going here with the opening kickoff between the Warriors and Bulldogs on the first Friday night of October. Just a little bit of that fall crispness in the air. Rainfall earlier, but the field is ready, and we are ready for football here on a Friday night. Again, gorgeous weather has continued here into the month of October. Know we're going to get that cool down soon, but right now we take advantage of the great weather here tonight. Warriors and Bulldogs both looking for their second conference victory so far of this season. Again, looking at the West Conference, those top teams, Mountain View, Thermopolis, Pinedale, and Cokeville. Mountain View and Thermopolis sitting at 5-0 and 5-1 now on the season. Pinedale and Cokeville both lost today to those respective teams, Mountain View and Thermopolis, so they're down to 2-2. Worland and Lovell sitting at 1-2 in the conference. Kimmer and Lyman down in the backseat there at 0-3. This is a big game here for both these teams. A second conference victory would give them a big leg up going into the final three games of this Warrior football season. And again, looking at these two teams as we dive a little bit inside of this matchup here for these two squads, just looking overall at the overall defense, rush defense, pass defense, and some of those offensive numbers. Start on the offensive side of the ball here. Lovell, the 13th ranked rushing team. Worland sitting at 12, 120. Lovell averaging under 100 yards of rushing offense per game. They are the third highest passing offense, though, are the Bulldogs, averaging 152 per game, while Worland comes in at 7th overall, averaging 75 yards overall on the year. In terms of total offense, Lovell sitting at number 8, Worland sitting at 10th overall here in this 2A division. Defensively, Worland on the run side of the ball here this season, they've been good. Top 5 in rushing defense, only giving up about 103 yards per game, about 2.9 yards per rush, while the Bulldogs have given up almost 5 yards per play, 223 rushing yards per game here on this season. On the defensive side of the ball, Lovell only surrendering about 42 yards to the air, while the Warriors surrendering about 77. Team defense overall, Worland comes in as the 4th ranked team defense, Lovell sitting at number 8, so both of them in the top half of the defensive categories here. So we've had some defensive games just like last week. A defensive touchdown, the only difference in the contest last week. So this one could be a grinded out game, but we'll see if either of these teams can get the offense rolling here in 2025 and put some of those touchdowns up on the board. That's a dive inside of the matchup. We're going to take another break here on the McGarvin Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show. On the other side, we'll get into our Warrior Keys of the game with the national anthem still coming up and our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening kickoff. This is Warrior Football, streaming live via the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet
Hauling needs or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do. DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. The game, and then we'll get ready for those Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening kickoff. This is Warrior Football on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. National Anthem brought to you by the Lovell High School Choir here at Lovell High School. Of course, you got our version of the National Anthem, so the Warriors and Bulldogs now waiting for introductions here. Let's round out the McGarvin Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show for the Warrior keys to the game as we see them. Key number 1, ball hawk on the Lovell passing game. They do pass plenty, but they definitely get some balls up there that can be batted or intercepted. Number 2, establish the run to open up their own passing game. Again, you want the run game to be good. Open up passing is an extension of that run game. Maybe get a chance to take some shots down the field. And the last one for the Warriors, win the turnover battle. I think a team that wins the turnover battle in this one can find themselves on the correct side of it, was the story last week for the Warriors. So the keys to the game, ball hawk on the Lovell passing game, establish the run to open up the Warrior passing and win the turnover battle. That does it for our McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we will jump into our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening kickoff as Warrior football minutes away here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Off here from Lovell High School. Let's get into our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening kickoff. The Northern Wyoming News weekly print publications on Thursday. Online subscriptions available, local, regional, national news, dedicated sports section, classifieds, and more than Northern Wyoming News. For the Lovell Bulldogs, they'll go this way. Number 0, Chase Crosby. Number 2, Matthew Newman. Number 10 is Owen Walker. 15, Kyson Crosby. 16 is Mac Morgan. 22, Owen Edwards. 26, Cash Wasmer. Number 40, Joaquin Sheeler. Number 50, Jet Hessenthaler. Number 51, Taz MacArthur. Number 52, Travis Acey. And number 54, Halen Strom. For the Warriors, they'll go this way. It is number 3, Johnny Kaiser. 10, Gunnar Mascaro. 11, Caden Clark. 12, Caden Scheibel. 24, Kobe Bradshaw. 31, Miles Baugh. Number 34, Mason Tigner. Number 50 is Logan Anderson. 55 is Maddox Cole. 72, Barrett Rice. And number 75 is Ray Rice. Warriors in there away whites, black numbers, orange trim. The Bulldogs in their home blacks, blue numbers, white trim. Bulldogs across the front in those pink socks here for Pink Night at Lovell High School. Those are the starting lineups brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. And we're ready for our Northern Wyoming News opening kickoff as there are 12 minutes up on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Again, a couple of lights out here at Lovell High School, so we'll try to keep you up to date on that scoreboard throughout. Caden Scheibel will send this one down to a couple of Bulldogs here as the whistle has been blown, and we are ready for the opening kickoff brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News. And there it is towards the west end zone. It's fielded there by the Bulldogs, and they'll bounce to the outside. Warriors lose a little contained there, but good coverage in the end out by the 30-yard line for the Warriors to stop up that early kickoff return. Did not catch the number on that one there for the return. Kickoff down to near the goal line out to looks like the 30-yard line, so about a 30-yard return here as the Bulldogs have their opening possession here. They're led in the backfield by number 15, Kyson Crosby, and then deeper back is the back number 0, Chase Crosby. They'll go into the power I formation here. Snap comes back, give it for Chase Crosby, bounces to the outside, trying to stretch the field and torn down there. Gunnar Mascaro, and coming in to clean it up, Caden Scheibel. Good tackle there, maybe a gain of 1 there for Crosby. Covered a lot of grass for that yard there. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 11:30 up on it. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. A huge shout out to all our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Opening drive of the game. Bulldogs won the toss, decided to take the ball here, so they're going to try to take it down the field. Warriors going to try to disrupt that here in this one. Got 5 down linemen across the line here for the Warriors. The Bulldogs back into the power I. They'll go right up the middle. Ball is loose on the floor, and I think that looked like maybe Wasmer was able to swallow that one up there for the Bulldogs. It was Wasmer, and that's going to lose a couple of yards there, but Wasmer saves the possession that time around. So the Warriors have now forced the Bulldogs into a 3rd and long on the opening possession here, so we'll see if Crosby goes to the air here. Going to bring in the play from the far sideline now. Went to the armband about 90 seconds into this contest. Bulldogs here on the near side hash. Very faint paint on the field. Shotgun set, snap back. Here's Crosby, has time, assessing the field. He's got a man here and stepping out of bounds just short of the first down, now out at the 39-yard line for a 10-yard pickup there. Chase Crosby on the catch that time. So Crosby has the first catch for 10 yards, and Kyson Crosby with the first completion. Now an early decision time here for the Bulldogs inside of their own territory at the 39-yard line. It is a full yard to pick up this first down. We'll see what they decide to do here. 10:15 up on the clock as the Bulldogs went out of bounds here. So 4th down and 1, spending a long time in the box here. Final countdown on by the back judge here. This one could go down to it, and that's going to be a penalty, and that is going to cause the Bulldogs to... and apparently a timeout was taken there by head coach Nick Crosby before the 5-yard penalty, so we'll take it with them. 0-0 Warriors and Bulldogs, 10:15 to go here in the opening quarter on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement.
We're going to come back to the game stream here. Sorry to our friends at King's Carpet One. They're going to go for it here on 4th down to the Bulldogs. They have it plus more here out near midfield. That's going to be a pickup of about 10 yards that time. Didn't see the ball carrier. So Matthew Newman with a 10-yard pickup, and the Bulldogs pick up the 4th down. So 1st down and 10 from the just inside of their own territory. Here's a snap back. They'll hand for Crosby again. He's following blockers, cut down across the 45 down to the Warrior 43-yard line, so a 6-yard pickup there for Chase Crosby, and the Bulldogs going quickly here. So a 2nd down and 2, and actually a bigger chunk than it initially looked like. Give him 9 yards on the carry. Bulldogs averaging 4.5 a pop here in the early going as they'll go under center with Wasmer. He's going to keep it, and he's open to the outside. Warriors faked on the motion to the outside, and the Bulldogs going to be taken down just outside of the end zone, all the way down to the 2-yard line, though. That's going to be a pickup of about 41 yards that time for Wasmer. So Wasmer down all the way inside of the red zone. They do mark him there at the 2, so the Bulldogs now going to go back under center. Wasmer is going to keep it under center here. They got the 3 backs in the backfield now. They'll hand it off right up the middle. Chase Crosby cuts to the inside. Touchdown, Lovell Bulldogs. So the first drive had 70 yards here and a touchdown for the Bulldogs. The PAT and kick is coming up here as the Bulldogs do it in 7 plays. So the Bulldogs setting up for this one, started at their own 30. Warriors had a chance to get out the field on a 4th down play, but could not get the stop. And then a big play from Cash Wasmer gets the Bulldogs into the end zone here. The official trying to set things up now, getting the paint a little thin down there. Talked to AD Chris Edwards, said some rain came down, a few mistakes on the paint, so I was out trying to touch them up. They are pretty faint out there. So the PAT is pending here. Snap is set to come back and does come back now. Good snap, good hold, and the kick looks good. No, it's pushed off to the outside, so missed the PAT. 6-0 though here as the Bulldogs score on their opening drive. Warriors first chance on the other side. This is Warrior football on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs. From start to completion. Swing Trucking 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. A 7-play, 70-yard drive, big play in it. Cash Wasmer, a 42-yard pickup for the Bulldogs, or 43-yard pickup. In that one, actually, is from the out the 43 down to the 2, so mark it back to 41 yards. But the Bulldogs with 70 total yards in that opening drive, and again picking up a 4th down. Matthew Newman will do the kicking here for the Bulldogs. Looks like Clark and Bradshaw back to do the receiving here for the Warriors. Newman, hand in the air here as he'll stride ahead, kick it with the right foot now, sending it out towards Bradshaw. Bradshaw right near the goal line. He'll take it now, pushing up the middle of the field, tries to shake out Crosby, but in the end, taken down right out near the 20-yard line. Will be right at the 20, so whether a touchback or the return, Bradshaw sets him up in standard field position now. First possession of the day for your Warriors, starting at their own 20. Kaiser will bring the team to the line here. He'll have Mascaro, the single back in the backfield. Split Mitchell here to the near side. 2 receivers there. 1, 2 to the far side right as Kaiser's under center. Takes the snap. They'll give it on an end around. No, right back up the middle. Little counter play looking to get Mascaro going, but looks like he got stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the opening play for Gunner. So a 2nd down and 10 here with 8:37 to go in the first quarter. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 6-0 Bulldogs. Kaiser is under center, send 2 receivers either side here in a tight formation. Now give for Mascaro, tries to bounce to the outside, and a flag flies in from the back and the back judge and in behind from the head official, looking in the area of holding. So 2nd down and 10 could turn into 2nd and 20. We'll see what head coach Crosby wants to do, though. See if he wants to keep it a 3rd down and 10 or push him back. They are going to take the penalty. So they call the hold on the freshman running back Miles Baugh. So 2nd down and 20 upcoming now with Kaiser under center. Mascaro, the deep back now. 2 receivers split here, the near side left. They'll hand it off. Give Mascaro. Picks his way through a couple of defenders there, jumping out near the 18-yard line, looks like. So maybe about an 8-yard pickup there for Mascaro. See where they mark that. 6 or a 7-yard carry. They're going to call it 6 officially. Call the ball on the 16. So a 3rd and long for the Warriors. First down out to the 30-yard lines where the Warriors need to get on this play. See what the coaches decide to call here. They'll keep Kaiser under center, tight formation, twins either side of it. Now they'll look to hand it off for Mascaro. He's hit in the backfield and taken down there, so kind of took the idea that on 3rd and 14, not a big chance to pick it up. Warriors end up losing. Looks like lost about 5 yards on that play, so Warriors going backwards on that one as they go just 3 plays and total of 1 yard and a penalty. So now it'll be a punt here for Scheibel. Couple of Bulldogs back to receive it. Think it's Newman and Crosby. Snap comes back. Here's the kick heading towards midfield. High in the air. Good hang time. Lands at the 43. Takes a Bulldog bounce momentarily, but then fielded by Baugh at the 44-yard line. So a 34-yard punt for the Warriors, number 12, Caden Scheibel. But the Bulldogs in good position here at the Warrior 44-yard line for their second possession. Bulldogs started chunking off some good yardage already, 62 yards on the ground, 10 through the air on the opening possession. So into the shotgun set here is Crosby. Takes the snap, give it for Chase Crosby, picking his way. Warriors knock him down short of the 40-yard line at the 41, but a 5-yard chunk for Crosby on the opening carry of this drive. He's got 4 totes for 17 yards thus far. .6:23 to go here, opening quarter, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors trailing by that early touchdown. Bulldogs decided to take the ball and converted a 4th down and got it into the end zone. So now the Warriors trying to get a defensive stop. They'll split receivers left and right. Newman to the far side at the 6'6", Owen Walker here to the near side right. Crosby, hand for Crosby again. He's looking for the edge, might get there, cuts back upfield, and there's a flag that comes in late. And that's going to most likely be on the Bulldogs. I think there was a hold on the outside, didn't let their man go, way away from the play, but the end of it doesn't really matter. So a 10-yard holding penalty, chance here for the Warriors to get something done on the defensive side of the ball. Again, sorry if there's any intermittent dropouts here at Lovell High School on the Wi-Fi, just trying to keep it there, but you know how those guest Wi-Fis go, doing our best here as the Warriors on the defensive side now with under 6 to play in the opening quarter. Tight bunt formation, twins left and right in shotgun. They'll hand it up now for Wasmer. Wasmer swallowed up near the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there by the Warriors. So Warriors get a good stop there. 3rd down and 12 upcoming after the carry by Wasmer. Makes it about a 2-yard pickup there. I'll give them 3 yards on the carry as the Bulldogs will come back to the line. Bulldogs take the snap back. Crosby going to throw. He's going to go to the outside. It's up in the air, and it's swatted away. Great play by Caden Scheibel. They like to put that up into the air there for the big man Edwards, but in the end, it falls incomplete, so the Warriors get their first defensive stop on the day on Crosby's first incompletion. Big stop there after the Warriors got pinned deep in their own territory. Warriors going to wonder about this Bulldog punt unit, and as well keeping an eye out for the fake near midfield. It'd be a bit of a surprise, but at the end of it, you never know. Kicking away will be Owen Walker, so the big man going to do the punting here for the Bulldogs. Here goes Walker. He'll go to the outside, and it's got a long ways to go now here for the Bulldogs, and he's going to be stopped up short. He'll go out of bounds near the Warrior 40. So going to be a pickup of about 6 or 7 there for Walker, but at the end of it, it was a stop for the Warriors. Long ways to go there for the Bulldogs. Kind of a bold call. Had a chance to pin the Warriors back, give them favorable position. So turnover on downs is rushing onto the field now is Logan Anderson. So quickly onto the field, Warriors starting their second drive at the Lovell, at their own 41, as Kaiser is under center. He'll take the snap, hand off Mascaro. He'll dive through the middle, dragging some Bulldog defenders along with him out across the 45 to the 46. So a 4-yard pickup there on a hard charging run for Gunnar Mascaro. Again, 5 yards on 4 carries. The negative play was the tough one for the Warriors. 1 gain of 0, 1 loss of 5. before they had to punt it away the last time, but carries a 6 and 4 yards on the positive side of things. So the Warriors going to look to pick up their opening first down of the game here. Second play of the drive. One-man split to the deep side right now. Kaiser under center. He'll hand. Give here for Mascaro. Driving ahead across the 50 into Bulldog territory to the 49. So going to be a 5-yard pickup there for Gunner. Warriors keep it to where they can definitely keep it on the ground. Don't have to go to the air here as they're just into Lovell territory. And again, kind of gives you the whole playbook to look at here with a short amount to pick up. Snap set to come here from Kaiser. He'll take it. Give for Mascaro. Mascaro finds some room, driving ahead across the 45, diving down to about the 41-yard line. So an 8-yard chunk there for Gunner. So after minimal space on that opening drive, the Warriors have their first third down conversion, first down of the day. Gunner. There's been 6 plays run by the Warriors, all 6 touches for the senior running back. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter is Kaiser's under center. Trips bunch here to the near side. Ball in the middle of the field. Snap back. Give for Mascaro. Drives into that linebacking core and finally peeled backwards as he got down to about the 38-yard line. Maybe the 39. We'll see where they mark this one. This ball's at the 41. Yeah, 3-yard tote there for the Warriors. Second down and 7 upcoming. So after some questionable blocking to start, Warriors seem like they've got their personnel in a better situation now. Kaiser, that bunch formation, twins left and right. They'll hand now for Baugh. He's looking for the edge. Gets by, drives a shoulder into a man here, nearing the first down marker as he goes out of bounds inside the 35-yard line down to about the 30, we call that the 33, 34-yard line. So about a 5-yard pickup that time for Baugh on his first touch. And sets up a third down and short for the Warriors, called a third down and short 3 or long 2, however you look at it. Sixth play of the drive now here as Mascaro's the single back for the Warriors. Kaiser takes a snap, gives it for Mascaro. He looks to break through a tackle and does. Think it's going to be enough for a first down. From the 33 down to about the 27, so about 5 more yards for Gunner. Starting to run out of spots for Gunner on the first line of stats. So the minute 15, the Warriors coming back to line, send Mitchell and Scheibel out to the far side right. Power I formation now. Walker, the safety, roving in the back. Now here's the handoff again for Mascaro. Bounced past a tackler and dives ahead. Good run again for Gunner. Picked up about 4 or 5 yards there down from the 29. Marking him about the 24. So, yes, 5 more yards for Gunner. That's 9 touches for 31 yards, so a 3.4 average, but knock away that negative play. Average about 4 yards a pop on the run so far. So the Warriors with a second down and 5 upcoming here inside the final 30 seconds now in the opening quarter Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Kaiser under center. He'll hand for Mascaro. Kind of a delayed handoff there, and he's hit back at the 25-yard line. So a loss of 1, and that's more than likely going to do it for the opening quarter here from Lovell High School. 6-0 Bulldogs Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Warriors will have it on the flip side of the field when we come back for second quarter action. 1 quarter in the books. Bulldogs 6, Warriors 0. Warrior football rolls on next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School athletics. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. And 12 minutes up on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here to start the second quarter. Bulldogs 6, Warriors nothing on the opening drive touchdown. Capped off by a 2-yard Chase Crosby touchdown run for the Bulldogs, but the Warriors putting together a possession here, lost a couple of yards to end that quarter. So a 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors here as they attack the east end zone now. Mascaro in the backfield. They'll send trips out here to the near side. Scheibel out to the far side left, deep out to the far side left. Kaiser under center. Snap back. Here it is for Mascaro. Ran into his own man, but skips off a tackler inside the 20 or the 25. He goes down to about the 22-yard line. So pickup of about 4 that time for Gunnar Mascaro. So the Warriors going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll bring a couple of players in. No, they're going to go for a field goal here. So the ball on the 23, so call it a 39-yard field goal here. Snap back, good kick, good hold, kick on the way. It is good. 39-yard field goal. Caden Scheibel, special teams hit there for the Warriors. They cut the lead in half. 6-3, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors kick it away next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. Big play there for the Warriors. Came away with points. Decided not to go for it on 4th down. Decided to put Scheibel out there. Do a field goal. It was a bit of a soft snap back, but hold was put down in the end, and Scheibel got enough of it to keep it above the crossbar from 39 yards. That is the longest field goal of the season in 2A football. Scheibel with a 27-yarder. And then also with a now a 39-yarder to his name. 2 field goals attempt, 2 field goals up and good for Scheibel. The clock had an issue there. That's why the stoppage, but we are ready for play now. 6-3, Warriors trail at Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 11:18 to go. Pinnacle Bank the way banking should be. Scheibel strides ahead, puts a right foot to it here, nearing the outside, and Catching this one in here is Wasmer. He'll go right up the middle, find some room here. Warriors got to make some tackles here as Scheibel misses a tackle and Wasmer may be gone. He is going to go. That's going to be a 98-yard return for a kick six for the Bulldogs. Wasmer brought that in. Warriors multiple chances to get tackles, could not get the deal done, and the Bulldogs go back on top here, 12 to stay on top. This one 12-3 now, as they may attempt the PAT, or else it's going to be a 2-point conversion chance. We'll see. So Wasmer with the touchdown. So we'll see what the Bulldogs do here. Big special teams plays back-to-back as Scheibel hit the field goal, and then Wasmer, who bounced through a number of tackles as the Warriors tried to take him down, and Scheibel did his best there as kind of a man left on an island. Couldn't bring him down, though. Tried to dive down, take a leg, and Wasmer skipped over the top. Bulldogs will go for two. They'll hand it up right up the middle. Bulldogs in some trouble initially, and the Warriors stack him up and could not stop him, though, as he dives ahead into the end zone. So the 2-point conversion is converted, 14-3. It's an 11-point game as the Warriors will have it on offense on the next after the 98-yard Wasmer kickoff return touchdown. Back on the other side on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! And we're back here live at Lovell High School. 14-3 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 11:03 to go in the opening half. Bulldogs scored on their opening drive of the game. Warriors on their second drive answer with a field goal, and then the Warriors give up a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown to the Bulldogs. They kick it away high into the air. Bounce to the outside. Warriors have it there. Coming to the inside is Bradshaw. He runs into trouble, and he is knocked down there about the 25, 26-yard line. So a decent return. Flag on the field as well, thrown in from behind. So we'll see if the Warriors start there or if they got tagged for a penalty here. The Stripe's going to convene here to talk it over. So a 10-yard penalty going to back up the Warriors to the 16-yard line. So that's where they'll start their third possession at their own 16. So a decent return wiped out by a penalty. And the Warriors back on the offensive side here. Put Mascaro, the single man in the backfield. They're going to send trips here to the near side with Mitchell, Clark, and Baugh. Scheibel out to the far side left. Ball on the far side hash now. Fresh football comes in here as Kaiser will go under center. Warriors trying to spread out this defense here. Kaiser stands now back under center here. He'll look to take the snap. Does take it now. He'll drop back, look to pass, has a little bit of time, then runs out of it, and the Bulldogs have a big sack to start the drive here, sacked all the way back to about the 6-yard line, so a 9-yard loss on the sack for Kaiser. Now the Warriors behind on the sticks here. And again, it's one of those, got to get it out of the hands quickly. Kaiser looking for a quick option, ran out of time, and the Bulldogs blew up that play. Looked like big number 73, Brody Muller. Shouting out at the Warriors there. Got to be careful on the taunting penalties as referees kind of gave them a quick look. Warriors back under center now here, deeper back in their own territory. They'll pitch outside for Mascaro. He'll look to throw it, was able to get rid of it there. It's deflected. Fortunate did not get that intercepted or taken down there in the backfield as the Bulldogs, a second time Muller's been back there chatting at the Warriors here. So keep an eye on that. Warriors in a bad spot here now, 3rd and 20 to go. They just have to be forced to put this one into the breadbasket of Gunnar Mascaro here and see if they can get out of their own territory on a punt. We'll see. Kaiser under center. A little motion here. Now they'll give for Mascaro. Tries to find a little bit of lane. Gives the Warriors a little bit more room as he dives out ahead of the 10-yard line, or maybe about at the 10. We'll call it a 3-yard pickup for Gunnar, and the Warriors will punt it away again. So a tough series there for the Warriors. Defense going to have to step up here with 9:35 to go. Warriors going to want to keep the Bulldogs right where they're at. Crosby back to receive this one. Newman up short as Scheibel puts a big right foot into it. It's going to bounce to the outside. Crosby waiting for it. Now he'll take it down here. Nice coverage that time. Kobe Bradshaw tripped up Crosby there right where he caught it at the Bulldog 40 or the Warrior or Bulldog 46-yard line. So a good flip of the field that time from about the 10 across the 50 to the 46. So a 44-yard punt that time for Scheibel. So at least made the Bulldogs earn it here on a shorter field, but got it across midfield as a positive for the Warriors. 9:22 left here in the second quarter. Warriors look to get back on the defensive side. Got to stop the last time they faced a drive. Gave up that big kick return touchdown. If you're just joining us, 14-3 your score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Late man coming on the field, and the Bulldogs going to have to call a timeout here, and they'll burn their second of the half. We step away with them. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Lovell Bulldogs 14, Worland Warriors 3. Warrior football rolls on next here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more.
Great message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. We're back with live action here as the Bulldogs have their first play of the drive here, and the Warriors stuff it up right at the line of scrimmage here, maybe even a loss of 1. Look like maybe that was Lucas Ramirez over there with a stop. Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 1 that time for Crosby. First official offensive play of the quarter for the Bulldogs. Second down and long now here as the Bulldogs set up a power formation here, and the Warriors dragging their man down from behind as Crosby, I think that was Crosby again. No, that was Newman out across the 45 to the 46-yard line, so 3 yards for the Bulldogs there on Newman's second carry of the day. Again, Bulldogs averaging 7.2 yards a carry, but really that's offset by the 41-yard Cash Wasmer run. Warriors got to look for a big stop here. Again, trailing by 11. They have the field goal from Scheibel thus far. But right now, the Warriors got to be ready for this as they'll have to defend potentially a pass here from Kyson Crosby. Shotgun set, snap comes back, three-step drop, looking for a man, and it's overthrown over the head of Walker. Good defending again out there that time. They're Mitchell or Scheibel on the defense there, so Crosby can't hook up with Walker again, try to get it up top to the big man. So now a 4th down and 8 or so, 7 or 8. The Bulldogs, again, last time they ran a fake punt with Walker back there. We'll see if they try to do that again. Walker's back there. Newman, one of the gunners here on the outside for the Bulldogs. Bradshaw facing across him here on the near side as Walker takes the snap back. He'll look to get it off and does. Kicks it to the outside. Good kick here as now it's taken down by Mitchell. He bounces here to the outside. Got some positive yardage, staying in bounds, and a tackle around the shoulder pads there by Newman, but the ball out to the 26-yard line. Good job there by Mitchell to turn that one into a positive play. So unless Mitchell, with about a 12 or so yard return there. Ball's going to be at the 27. Bulldogs punted it from the 47-yard line, so about 29 yards on the net punt there for the Bulldogs. Warriors back to the line now here for their next drive, again starting at their own 27 as Kaiser under center now. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off short for Baugh. Baugh, the freshman, looks for some room. Out across the 30-yard line, out to about the 31, so a 4-yard pickup for the Warriors on 1st down. Good little chunk there from Baugh. Warriors trying to work something positive here as we're at the 7:30 mark of the second quarter. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Again, if you're watching on the mobile phones, that scoreboard cam is mighty small. Warriors back to line, power formation. Send 2 here to the near side, 1 man to the far side left. And an early movement there from the side, that time from Logan Anderson. So a false start penalty on the Warriors. So erase that good play to start the drive. Warriors' third penalty of the game. That's 3 accepted for 25 yards now on the Warriors. So a 2nd down and 7 becomes a 2nd down and 12. Those are the mistakes the Warriors have to avoid. Been a bit of a game of special teams, as mentioned. Caden Scheibel, a 39-yard field goal up and good. And then Cash Wasmer answers with a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown. That sets us at the 14-3 mark after the Bulldogs scored on their opening possession. Wide formation here for the Warriors as Kaiser goes under center, fakes one way, goes to the inside. Man, that was there. I like the play design. They were looking to get Scheibel into space. I think Kaiser just turned and didn't quite set his feet there, but that is a play that the Warriors will keep in the back pocket as Kaiser misses on his first official attempt of the day, and now it's 3rd down and 12 again. And these are the spots the Warriors always, any team wants to avoid, but especially this Warrior offense. This isn't a big play offense. This is kind of a grind you down, workman type offense. So now they'll send that trip punt out to the far side left with Baugh, Mitchell, and Clark, and then they'll have Scheibel here on the near side. Snap is there. Handoff for Mascaro. He'll look to get through a couple of defenders, trying to stay on his feet, finally driven backwards as maybe picked up about 3 yards on that carry. So the Warriors going to punt it away again. That's the 12th carry for Gunner, 41 yards on the ground. Just that one negative play, really the only trouble spot for the Warriors. Kaiser took a 9-yard sack earlier on as well. So now Scheibel going to be forced to punt it away again. Snap back, low one. Scheibel collects, though, and puts a big right foot to it. High in the air. Good hang time on this one. Taken down by Crosby. Bounces into the middle. Warriors get a hard hit there right in the middle of the field. Good tackle in the end there by Maddox Cole, but a decent return out to the 47-yard line, so that's where the Bulldogs will start. So Bulldogs have it again. They've had the ball at their own 30, the Warrior 44, their own 44, and now their own 47. So the Warriors got to flex defensively now as we're nearing the midway mark of the second quarter. Bulldogs will start this possession in the shotgun set. Crosby and Wasmer in the backfield. They'll look to fake. Now look to go outside for Newman. He's got speed. Warriors can't get to him initially, and he's able to pick up about 12 yards that time on that little quick out play from Crosby to Newman. So the Bulldogs picking up a first down on the first play of this drive and into Warrior territory on the first play. Clock running again now after Newman went out of bounds. Set the play. They'll go for that same look here. Shotgun set for Crosby. Both Crosbys in the backfield. They'll hand for Chase this time. Finds a seam now and ripped down in that second level by Anderson, but not before a 9-yard pickup. 110 yards officially on the offensive side for the Bulldogs here as they're down to the 31. Warriors got to find a way to make some plays here defensively. So the Bulldogs starting to chunk off some yardage, averaging 7.3 a carry, 88 yards rushing already. They only average about 100 on the year and already nearly that the first half. Handed off short for Wasmer. He's through the hole quickly and drugged down on the backside by Caden Clark. Down to about the 23-yard line, so another 8 yards this time for Wasmer. He's got 4 carries for 51 yards. Fourth play of the drive now here for the Bulldogs as they are nearing the red zone. Here's a snap back, and now a brought down and a flag comes in. I think it was a delay of game possibly or a false start. And so it was a false start. And actually the head referee has a microphone. Don't see that too often. Nice to hear the call out. So first down and 10 becomes first down and 15. Ball back to the about 27-yard line now. Clock running now at 4:12 to go. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 14-3 Bulldogs as Crosby goes under center now. Snap, hand for Chase Crosby looking for some room. Warriors stack it up, though, after a short gain down to the 26-yard line. Give him about 2 yards for Crosby that time. Warriors will have it out of the half, and now a timeout taken final here by Coach Nick Crosby, and the Bulldogs will step away quickly with them. Bulldogs 14, Warriors 3, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. This is Warrior football on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bullinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. And we're back here to live action now as the Bulldogs take the shotgun snap. They'll roll to the outside. Crosby, man, wide open there is Newman, and he's tackled into the end zone for a 26-yard touchdown. And out of the timeout, the Bulldogs strike. Matthew Newman, the 26-yard touchdown catch there. Crosby to Newman. So a 6-play drive that goes 53 yards. A 26-yard. So extra point pending now. Newman, kick is up. Kick is good. So 21-3 your score. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors still a chance here in the first half to get on the board again. We'll find out if they can do it next here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors!
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
And we're back here at Lovell High School. 21-3 Bulldogs on the 26-yard Crosby to Newman touchdown pass. Been a bit all Bulldogs here in the first half. Warriors 130-yard drive ended in points, but the others have all ended in punts. After 3 and outs as Newman sends it away at the right foot, finding its way to Bradshaw. Bradshaw will look to go to the middle of the field, now trying to bounce past a tackler, diving through across the 30-yard line out to about the 31-32 yard line, so a good return there of about 25 yards or so for Bradshaw. Sets up the Warriors in good field position for their 5th drive of the game. We'll start on their own 31-yard line. See what the Warriors have here late on. Again, an important drive here with 3:32 to go. If they can find a way to put points on the board, they get the ball out of the half, but got to get something moving. Here, Warriors penalties have been an issue and some negative plays. See if they can keep the Bulldogs out of the backfield here. Kaiser under center now. He'll look to take the snap. Hard count, now takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the outside for Baugh. He looks for room, can't find any. Sneaks out of one tackle and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually lost one on the play there for Baugh. So the Bulldogs strung that one out. Baugh did a good job of getting out of that first tackle, and actually they're going to call it a loss of 2 back to the 29. Third carry of the day for Baugh. Warriors averaging just a paltry 2.2 yards a carry thus far. So Clark and Tigner come here to the near side. Looks like Scheibel out to the far side left. Power I formation. Baugh and Mascaro in the backfield now as Kaiser will fake, roll to the outside, throw it to the outside. Clark staying in bounds. Good double toe tap there on the completion as the Warriors pick up about 5 yards on that completion. First completion of the day for Kaiser. Kaiser brings in the play from the far sideline. Clock will get running again here momentarily. So a 3rd down and 7 play here for the Warriors as Kaiser is under center. Takes the snap now, drop back, he'll roll to the outside, looks for a man, throws it up top. Clark cut off his route and almost thrown up for Newman there on the incompletion. The Warriors now facing a 4th down and long inside of their own territory, and unfortunately not much else to do but punt this one away, so the Bulldogs potentially have a chance of the last possession of the half, leading 21-3 here. See if Scheibel can put a good right foot into this one. Scheibel takes the snap. Now he'll look to kick it. Right foot here. Long line drive, though, and Newman going to bounce to the outside. Warriors miss one tackle there. Newman into the open field. Up the sideline he goes, cutting it back inside, and now a flag comes in. Bulldog was down momentarily. Now back onto his feet is Owen Walker, but flags down at the Bulldog 45-yard line. Currently the ball's marked at the Warrior 46, but this one's coming back. Let's see what the call is.
Blindside block. Number 52 flag. 15-yard penalty.
So a blindside block there by the Bulldogs, going to cost them a good return and going to back them up all the way probably to their own 30-yard line, looks like. So after the penalty, 38 yards on the net punt after what was a good return by Matthew Newman, but undone by the blindside block. Personal foul penalty, 15 yards on it. Bulldogs will split a man here to the near side. Now motion across the formation is Newman. They'll dump it across the middle looking for Walker. He's got a couple of blockers, but hit at the 35-yard line. So it'll be about a 5-yard pickup there for Walker. Decent play design there, kind of setting up the inside screen. Clock running at 1:55. The Bulldogs, no timeouts left here in this half as Crosby's burned all of them. Crosby back. He'll look to throw to the outside. Has a man wide open there. Chase Crosby staying in bounds, then finally driven out there at the 47, 48-yard line. So a 13-yard pickup on back-to-back completions. Crosby now 5 of 7 in the first half for 66 yards and a touchdown. Crosby's second completion there. So a 13-yard pickup there, and good job by the Bulldogs as they stop the clock at least momentarily while they set the chains. Clock going now at 1:22. Warriors got to find some defense here. Clark and Anderson switch sides now. Clark trying to create some pressure. Crosby to the outside. Cut down. Inbounds, no, out of bounds he goes down to the Warrior 48. So another 4-yard pickup. Fourth play of the drive upcoming. Clock stopped at 1:11 to go. No chain reset here. So the clock will remain stopped here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Bulldogs 21, Warriors 3. Warriors get the ball out of the halftime locker room. Big chance to get a stop here late on. Don't want to see this lead grow any further. Twins here, trips here to the near side. Twins to the far side right. They set this one out, a big wide formation. They'll go to the outside, and now it's a jump ball through the hands of Bradshaw and as well Wasmer. Chance at a potential interception there, but at the end of the day, it's just an incomplete pass, and third down and 6 will come up. Bulldogs went empty in the backfield last time. Now they'll have one man in the backfield. Looks like Wasmer. They'll Split trips here to the near side, 2 to the far side right. So 5 wide set here for Crosby. He'll drop back. Look to set it up. Oh, nearly intercepted by Gunnar Mascaro. That would have been nothing but the end zone in front of Mascaro. He read that well. And back-to-back incompletions, and we'll see how bold head coach Crosby will be here with a 21-3 lead, giving the ball to the Warriors out of the halftime locker room. Gotta imagine he's going to stay conservative here, but never know. They've tried to run one fake already. With a minute 2 left, still plenty of time if they can pick up a first down. They're inside of Warrior territory just by a couple of yards. They have Walker back in the punt formation for now. Mitchell and Scheibel back to field the punt return if it is taken, and it is. Punt here, almost tipped away. Mitchell comes in. He dropped this one, and now a fight for it. Ball's on the deck, still fighting for it. Warriors fortunate to get on top of that one. Mitchell, as he dropped that punt. And Warriors fortunate to get on top of the ball, going to spill all the way back to their own 8-yard line. So the Warriors will start on their own 8-yard line. We'll see how bold they decide to be with 52 seconds to go. Split twins out to the far side left. High formation now, handoff Mascaro. He'll look for a little room, taken down after about a 4-yard pickup there for Gunnar. So Warriors did a good job of getting the stop now, and they'll bring in a play from the sidelines. The Warriors not in a big hurry here. See if they try to make one risky play here before the end of the half. Warriors have timeouts if they wanted them. Did not burn the first. Spending a lot of time in the huddle here, 24 seconds to go. Warriors also might just be trying to get to that halftime locker room, kind of stem this bleeding here as the defense has kept it at 21-3. 15 seconds to go. Kaiser under center. 10 seconds now. We'll take the snap, hand it off to the inside there for Baugh. He's looking for the outside. He's drugged down way back inside the 5-yard line, so about a 4-yard loss for Baugh to end the half, and the Warriors with the plays for loss in that first half, just 43 total yards in it, and they find themselves down 3 scores, 21-3 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. They'll go into the halftime locker room, try to figure some things out. They do get the ball out of the halftime break. We'll see if they can find something in half number 2. The halftime show presented by the Washakie Prevention Coalition is coming up on the other side. Join us for that. We'll get you first half stats, take a look at some scores from across the state, and we'll get you ready for second half football. At the half, it's the Lovell Bulldogs 21, Worland Warriors 3. This is Warrior Football on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Now this is how you shop for a grill at Ace. At Ace, we carry the best brands like Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber. With barbecue experts ready to guide you with grilling tips, the best accessories, and easy ways to add flavor. When Ace Rewards customers purchase a grill $3.99 or more, we'll assemble and deliver it right to your door. Shop now at Ace and at acehardware.com.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
We're a brine honey. So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, Deidre lives by me, so the community is always there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank. And you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you. And that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
And welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at Lovell High School. This is the halftime show presented by the Washakie Prevention Coalition in Washakie County. Most kids don't, staying off of alcohol and marijuana. So the Washakie Prevention Coalition putting their efforts into positive choices by our Washakie County youth. Appreciate them for their halftime show sponsorship here at the halftime mark. It is 21-3 in favor of the Lovell Bulldogs. They had a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown and a 26-yard passing touchdown. They scored in the opening drive of the game. Warriors' only points came on their second drive, as it was a 39-yard field goal by Caden Scheibel. So you don't see a lot of field goals made, but Scheibel is 2-2 on the season. That is the longest field goal in 2A so far this season. Those are the points for the Warriors. They do get the ball out of the halftime locker room, but the Warriors got a long way back in the second half. Fortunately, got 24 minutes of game time to get back into it here in the second half. Taking a peek at some scores from across the state here, we'll check in on that. Number 2, Mountain View all over Pinedale, 41-14, and Thermopolis on the road at the Cokeville Panthers. Number 3 over number 5, 28-13, and the other score reporting now is Glenrock and Newcastle, the Herders and Dogies matching up in the first half. It is a tie ball game there, and again, 21-3 the score here. Other games, number 1 Bighorn at Moorcroft, Lyman is at Kemmerer, Upton Sundance at Tongue River, and Wheatland is at Burns in 2A football. Looking at some other ranked matchups across the other classifications. Number 4 Lander and number 5 Douglas in 3A. The Tigers up on the Bearcats 7-0 at the half. In 4A football, Sheridan continues to be their dominant selves. The number 1 Sheridan Bronx up on the Cheyenne Central Indians 21-0 there in the play into the second half now. So some rank versus rank games out there across the state of Wyoming. Again, the teams ahead of the Warriors and the Bulldogs, again, mentioned Bighorn and Thermopolis remain undefeated in conference play. Cokeville and Pinedale dropping to 2-2. That's why this game's so important. The winner of this one goes to 2-2 in the conference and really sets themselves up well in the final 3 games, really controlling their own destiny moving forward. So we'll see if the Warriors can find a way to get back into this one here in half number 2. This is the halftime show presented by the Washakie Prevention Coalition. We step away here momentarily. On the other side, we'll wrap up the first half stats for you and continue to look ahead to second half football here from Lovell High School. This is Warrior football. At the half, it's Bulldogs 21, Warriors 3. Halftime show presented by the Washakie Prevention Coalition, streaming live via YouTube, Facebook, Huddle TV, and the NFHS Network here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warrior Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. And welcome back inside the halftime show presented by the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Halftime score: the home team, Lovell Bulldogs, leading your Worland Warriors 21-3 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Let's jump into those first half stats. We'll start with the visitors on the home team here at the Bulldogs. Kyson Crosby 6 of 10 through the air, 70 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Chase Crosby 7 for 27 and a touchdown, 2 for 13 for Matthew Newman, 1 for 7 for Owen Walker, 4 for 51 for Cash Wasmer, 98 total yards on the ground that first half. Catches, 3 of them for Crosby for 27 yards, 2 for 38 and a touchdown for Matthew Newman, and 1 catch for 5 yards for Owen Walker in that first half. The Bulldogs ran 24 plays to the Warriors 23, so pretty even there. Again, 10 passing plays for the Bulldogs, 14 rushing. Warriors 19 on the ground, 4 through the air. Neither team committed a turnover. 3 penalties for the Warriors for 25, 2 for 15 for the Bulldogs. On the defensive side, the Bulldogs have 5 tackles for loss, while the Warriors have 2 tackles for loss. Warrior stats: Johnny Kaiser 1 for 3 for 5 yards in that first half. Gunnar Mascaro 0 for 1, had his only pass attempt deflected. Mascaro 13 carries for 45 yards on the ground. Johnny Kaiser 1 carry for -9, 4 for 3 for Miles Baugh. In that first half, again, through the air, Caden Clark the only catch, 1 catch for 5 yards. Caden Scheibel doing the kicking, got that 39-yard field goal. That is the reason the Warriors are on the scoreboard. At that point, it was a 6-3 game, but since then it's been 15-0 in favor of the Lovell Bulldogs here at Lovell High School. Those are a look at our halftime stats here on a halftime show presented by the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Again, the Warriors will get the ball out of the second half. Let's check in on some of those keys of the game we talked about. One, ball hawk in the Lovell passing game. The Warriors, they had a couple of chances. A great pass deflection by Caden Scheibel, a chance for Bradshaw to potentially get an interception, and then Gunnar Mascaro jumped a little screen pass route, and man, he was just a half second early there, as it would have been nothing but green grass in front of him. So the Warrior defense really overall, outside of the one really big play or the two big plays, a 41-yard run for Wasper and the 26-yard touchdown catch for Matthew Newman, two big plays there. The Warriors have actually played decently on the defensive side. Just, again, a kickoff return touchdown by Cash Wasmer, 98 yards, right after the field goal made. That was a big momentum swinger there. So see if the Warriors can grab the momentum out of the halftime locker room. They're the first out of the locker room here, and it'll start their warm-up process now here in front of the Warrior faithful. A great traveling crowd out here too here for the Warriors, so great to see the folks making the short trip there from Worland, again just about an hour up here to Lovell High School. So good to see all the folks here in the stands giving the black and orange the support here out on the road, and they'll need it in the second half to get back into this one. Again, the Bulldogs have not yet emerged from the halftime locker room, so probably have a bit of a warm-up period after the Bulldogs come out. Again, have not seen the officials come onto the field either. And again, we looked across the state at some scores. The big ones to report, of course, in 2A are that Bighorn and Thermopolis continue to play good football. And we mentioned looking at the division, Mountain View, Thermopolis, both 4-0 in the division. Pinedale, Cokeville, 2-2. Warriors and Bulldogs, 1-2, and Cameron Lyman, 0-3, respectively, so far on the season. And again, you look at it with Pinedale, Cokeville at 2-2. Either the Warriors or the Bulldogs are going to be at 2-2. The other going to drop to 1-3. And really put themselves in must-win positions late on in the season to try to get into the 2A state playoffs. Again, that conversation for further down the road, but you talk about games, this one in Week 5, a very important one for the Warriors. They try to get above 500 and try to put themselves in good position for that playoff push. So, again, neither the officials or the Bulldogs back out, but that's going to wrap up our Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. Again, a big shout-out to Rebecca and others at the Washakie Prevention Coalition, their efforts continuing to support great decisions by our Washakie County youth. Those statistics mentioned, 80% not using alcohol, 90% not using marijuana. So a big shout out to our local youth community as well for making great decisions. So we'll step away here on the Washakie Prevention Coalition show, say goodbye on the halftime show. On the other side, it's the second half kickoff. The Warriors will have it. Halftime score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lovell Bulldogs 21, Worland Warriors 3. Second half football next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bullinger. What drew you to McGarvin Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
We're Brian Honey. So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, Deidre lives by me, so the community is everybody's a part of the community from the bank. And you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you. And that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
Final seconds ticking away here at halftime at Lovell High School. Halftime score 21-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Warriors going to have that first possession here of the second half. Got to get something rolling offensively, see if they can get a decent return to start it. Bulldogs took that full 3-minute warm-up, now spending some time in the huddle as well, finally breaking out of it and coming onto the field. Warriors will attack the west end zone to start the second half. Obviously, nightfall here in Lovell, Wyoming. The lights shining down, as you can see on the screen here. So Newman will send it away here again. Baugh and Bradshaw are back for the Warriors. And we're ready for second half action now, right here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Newman strides ahead, right foot to it, sending it towards Bradshaw again. Bradshaw has it now here on the near side. Work back to the middle of the field, now finding a little bit of room and finally tracked down from behind. Good pursuit there from Travis Acey to stop Bradshaw after a return out to the 32-yard line. So that's where the Warriors start their drive. So here come the Warriors now. They'll send Scheibel out to the far side, keep those trips here to the near side left. Kaiser under center. He'll take the snap now, and Mascaro goes right into the fray and maybe grabbed a hard yard there for the Warriors on the first carry of the second half. So Kaiser runs the play in from the sideline, and again, maybe a yard, maybe more like a half yard there for Mascaro, but still something positive to start and see if the Warriors can get anything going here on second down. Tighten up the formation, bring the tight ends in here to either side of the line, and now Kaiser takes the snap, and he'll look to hand for Mascaro. He'll look for room, bouncing off tacklers, staying on his feet out across the 35, out to the 36-yard line, so 4 more yards for Gunner. 15 totes already so far on this season. .10:40 to go here in the third quarter. First third down of the half for the Warriors. Kaiser takes the snap, hands off now. Mascaro bouncing to the outside, jumps over a tackler and heading out towards that first down marker. Might just be just a yard short. So 4 more yards. The Warriors not going to chance it here inside of Bulldog territory. Looking like they will punt this one away. A quick decision here from the sideline. So Scheibel going to send it off to Crosby and Newman again. They've had some good returns. So now Scheibel has it, puts it into the air, high spinning, pushing Newman back, and this one bouncing, heading towards the 5-yard line. Great punt there by Scheibel. This one from the 41 all the way down near the 5-yard line. So about a 53-yard boot on that one. A nice spinning kick from Scheibel. So flipped the field, and now the Warrior defense going to try to flex to keep the short side of it here as the Bulldogs will have their first possession. That was later in the second half. Warriors may get into more of a gambler's mode. So Crosby under center here with the big backs, and the ball's on the deck, and I think that Crosby fell down right onto it. So might have been about a loss of a yard there. So looking like no gain there for Kyson Crosby as he swallowed up that aborted snap there. Now the Bulldogs keeping that power formation with three backs in the backfield. Now they'll hand it here for Chase Crosby, and he's heading out near the 10-yard line, staying on his feet. Warriors had him bottled up, but the legs keep churning all the way out to the 15. So a 9-yard chunk there, and sets up a third down and very manageable here for the Bulldogs. Warriors, this is just an important play here. Try to get a stop early on here in the second half. Get the ball back quickly. Bulldogs bring in their heavy package. So Bulldogs just going to go classic power here, see if the Warriors can make a play. As they'll hand it off for Crosby now, looking for room, has the first down and more, spinning out of a tackle out across the near the 20, maybe out to the 21. So about a 5-yard pickup there for Crosby, and another first down for the Bulldogs. So out of their far end of the field, and two positive runs from Crosby, and back to another first down here as the Bulldogs start to chew away clock here in the second half. Warrior faithful looking for something to cheer about here as the Bulldogs just going to go with if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A nice job diving through that hole there by, that was Lucas Ramirez diving through and getting a tackle back at the 20-yard line. So a yard loss there, maybe back at the 19. So a couple of yard loss that time for Crosby as he's got 10 carries for 39 yards. Good job by Ramirez to find a little spot. He'll look to the sideline trying to get the play in here. Bulldogs just going to go for that tight formation again. Crosby and three backs in the backfield now. Hand it off, pitch it outside for Crosby as Mascaro tried to grab him from behind. The Warriors do stop it up at about the 25-yard line, but a 5-yard pickup or 6 yards on that carry for Crosby, so a third down and medium upcoming. Mascaro was close to getting there in time, maybe just a half second late getting through that hole to the outside. Big play here as the clock is down to 6:48 to go here in the third quarter. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Bulldogs on top 21-3. They'll put Crosby in the shotgun set. And now, is that a flag from the sideline? Might be a false start or a delay of game. Waiting the call here. Oh, an illegal substitution, so a late man coming on the field there. Sixth play of the drive coming now, so a third down and 6 becomes 3rd and 11. Shortens up the playbook here for the Bulldogs, see what they decide to do. Again, with the 18-point lead, we'll see if they keep it on the ground or if they try to air one out. Warriors got to be ready in that secondary. Sergio Cardenas, Caden Scheibel back there. Mitchell on that other side. Motion to the outside. They'll dump it off inside, and a great read on the inside by the Warriors. Caden Clarker may have been may have been Lucas Ramirez again. He's having a great game. So again, a fourth down play coming up with the ball. About a loss of 3 on that little dump off to the inside. Let's see if they got that to Walker or Crosby, but loss of 3 there, and the Warriors get the all-important stop, and that'll make Walker punt it away here to Scheibel and Mitchell. Here comes the punt now. This one towards the outside for Mitchell again. He'll take it in. He muffed it again, and the Bulldogs may be on top of it, and they are. Second time that Mitchell's muffed the punt on the catch, and now the Bulldogs get a break, take over at the Warrior 42-yard line. And again, special teams was going to be a big deal. So a muff there by Mitchell. And so now the Bulldogs immediately take over on the Warrior 43. And after the defense worked hard there to get a stop, a mistake, second drop of the game there by Mitchell. Unfortunately, this one unable to get back on top of the Bulldogs first to it. Now they'll put Crosby in the shotgun set. Takes the snap, looks to the outside, quick strike there, has a man driving up the field. Can't see the number there. So a catch on the outside for Owen Edwards, and ball marked down to about the 34, so a 9-yard pickup on first down. A little quick swing pass to the outside. So unfortunate for the Warriors. Defense is off the field now, immediately back on. Clock at 5:17 here in the third quarter. Still a big lead for the Bulldogs. Crosby in the shotgun set now. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back. Look to make a play. Thrown to the outside now and completed there. Decent coverage, but Newman brought that one in at the 30-yard line. So a 4-yard completion for the first down. Newman with 3 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown as Crosby creeps closer to the century mark. 80 yards passing now on the day. The clock dips under 5 minutes to go now, so the Warriors had to punt it away after 3 plays with about 10.5 to go, 10 minutes in the quarter, so it's been a 5+ minute drive essentially here for the Bulldogs after forcing the punt, but the Warriors turn it over on the muffed punt. Now a throw to the outside and directly down onto the ground that time. Like that was Mac Morgan, number 16. Low throw. And maybe a pickup of a yard or two. Call it a 2-yard pickup. Makes Crosby's efficient night keep going, though. 10 of 14 now with the touchdown. The Bulldogs can continue to milk clock, and in this area of the field, Warriors probably going to have to get 4 stops to get off the field. Crosby, shotgun set. They'll keep it there. They'll drop him back again. He'll look to the outside, look to throw it across the middle. Has a man, and a hard hit by Gunnar Mascaro there. Back at the, maybe at the 20-ish yard line. Where are they marking that one? At the 23, and now player from, or outside line judge here talking it over. So flag on the field. Waiting for the call. So a holding on Lucas Ramirez, defensive holding, a 10-yard penalty, so that's a first down for the Bulldogs. So erase the potential pickup there on the completion. And sets up the Bulldogs inside of the Warrior red zone now. 3:45 to go here in the quarter. Methodically moving down the field are the Bulldogs, and the penalty does not help. And now the Bulldogs seem to be having some fun here. They're keeping Crosby in the shotgun set. He's got Wasmer off to his right side hip here. Short side of the field, they'll give for Wasmer. He's swallowed up immediately there at the 20-yard line. Might have been even a loss of a yard there. Will be a loss of a yard for Wasmer. Good defending there by the Warriors, breaking down the Bulldog line that time around. Play coming in from the sideline for the Bulldogs. Again, just chewing up precious seconds here in the third quarter. Crosby in the backfield. Wasper now motion to his left-hand side. Shotgun set. Crosby, low snap. He'll roll to the outside, looking for a man. Thrown to the outside and defended again out there. I think that was, is that Mitchell this time? So makes up for the muff punt there with a great play in the secondary. I don't see any laundry on the field, so an incomplete pass there. Nice job for the Warriors secondary. It's the first miss in the last 5 throws for Kyson Crosby, and now it's 3rd down and 10 here deep inside of Warrior territory. Defense got to stand tall now. Bulldogs have been consistently going to the air. Imagine they're going to have to do the same thing here. See if they try to set up that screen. Warriors have to be ready for it. Here's a motion across for Newman. They'll go on a quick pitch here, trying to follow his blockers, trying to get to the outside. Warriors going to take him down, though, fairly quickly, maybe near the 15-yard line. Maybe a 3-yard, 4-yard pickup there for Newman. So about a 4th down and 5 or 6 to go there on the Newman carry. And now the Bulldogs are going to go for this one, are they? Yes. So Crosby will stay in the shotgun set here. Warriors chance to get off the field. Actually going to try for a field goal here for Crosby. About a 31-yard field goal attempt here, and now here come the Warriors trying to block it. Newman caught it well, and that one is no good. And a flag comes in, and the Warriors may have been caught off sides there trying to get the block. That'd be a big favor done to the Bulldogs. And it was. So the Warriors, the bad gets worse, unfortunately, for the black and orange there. Offside penalty there as they came early trying to get the block. Newman had missed it, but in the end, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and I think that's going to be maybe enough for a first down. It's going to make it a 4th down and almost nothing. Bulldogs come to the line here again, get the heavy package out. Warriors got to find a way to slip through the line here and get a stop. Now they'll hand it to the backfield. No, it's Crosby that's going to keep it. He's in trouble, and the Warriors are going to bury him in the backfield. The Bulldogs tried to go to the air there. Instead of just picking up the first down, they go into the trickery book, and they pay for it. That's a loss of about 14 on the play. And the Warriors take over now on their own 25, so a huge play there for the Warriors. So 6 more plays there down to the 9-yard line, so about 33 yards on the drive, but a turnover on downs. Big play for the Warriors. Now they got to try to find something on the offensive side. They'll start at their own 25 now. Kaiser under center. Snaps. He'll pitch outside for Mascaro. No room there, though, as he's cut down in the backfield by the Bulldogs number 73 there, Brody Muller. He's kind of been all over the field, and the Warriors going to lose a couple on that one. Warriors break the huddle now here again. Minute 7 to go. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here in the third quarter, trailing 21-3. Second possession for the Warriors. Kaiser looks to the outside, make sure his receivers are set. He'll take the snap now, throw a quick one to the outside. He's got Baugh out there and through his hands, incomplete. And the Warriors had some blockers out there, but Baugh could not bring in the catch that time, and now all of a sudden, again, it's kind of been the story tonight. The Warriors behind the chains on third down and 11. 51.7 left here in the third quarter. So Warriors back to the line here, trying to be urged on by the traveling faithful here, trying to get something to cheer about. Seeing receivers left and right on the deep sides of the field, Mascaro in the backfield, and now a little handoff around the backside for Baugh, and he can't get past the first defender. Chopped down there right near the 20-yard line. No gain there for the Warriors, and they'll have to punt it away yet again with 33 seconds left. It has a chance to go to the fourth quarter here, but we'll see if Scheibel sends it away beforehand, and now a couple of miscommunications on the line. And now finally coming back here. Barrett Rice comes off the field, and now Scheibel has it again. Here comes the punt. This one tumbling end over end now, and Crosby tracking it down and smartly lets that one bounce past him. Going to go down to the Bulldog 34-yard line. 44-yard punt for Scheibel. It's been one of the shining spots for the Warriors, the kick game. Did give up that kick return touchdown, but had a punt of over 50 yards earlier on, and that one 44, so at least flipped the field over. 1.3 seconds left in the quarter, so one more play left here in the third quarter before the players put the fours in the air, and we head to the culminating quarter. Appears right now it's going to remain 21-3, but the Warriors have to get a stop here on this final play of the third quarter. Into a power I formation now for the Bulldogs. Starting at their own 36, driving up the middle, and now through a couple of tacklers, staying on his feet out to midfield is Wasmer. So a play from the 34 out to the 50, a 16-yard gain for Wasmer to start the drive, and that'll end the third quarter. 21-3 Bulldogs. Fourth quarter your way next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. So at the end of the quarter there, the Bulldogs get tagged for an unsportsmanlike penalty. So a 15-yard penalty. Still going to be first down and 10 after the pickup, but a race that most of that gain. Now a snap back, give for Wasmer again, able to chunk ahead to maybe the 37-yard line for 2 yards. Miles Baugh comes in from the sideline for Avon Jones. Again, this is what the Bulldogs will do. They don't have to get out of the huddle quickly. Just got to get the play off before the official goes into those final seconds of the countdown now, as they'll put Crosby under center 2 in the backfield. Crosby and Wasmer back there. Now they'll hand it off. Give for Crosby's into the open field. He jets ahead now for about almost 10 yards there for Crosby. Got going upfield quickly. And that's a Bulldog first down out to the 47-yard line. So a 10-yard pop there for Crosby. Bulldogs over 200 yards of total offense, 230 so far on the game. Warriors, again, these are unofficial numbers, sitting at 50, just 50 total yards on the offensive side thus far. A Warrior cheer squad made the trip up here as well, trying to keep the Warrior faithful into it. They'll hand it off upside. Nice tackle in the backfield there by the Warriors. First hit nicely in the backfield for the Warriors. Finley Whitlock with the tackle there for the Warriors in the backfield. So a loss of 2 there. That time for Wasmer. So a second down and 12, 10:08 and ticking away here as the Bulldogs spend plenty of time in that huddle. And again, right now, the scoreboard, both the score and the clock starting to be the enemy here for the Warriors. 5th play of the drive here as they'll keep with Crosby in the backfield. He'll look to throw, and quick contact there, but it was sailing over the head. Oh, and they are going to call the flag. It did look like Schabel got there early, but didn't look like it was catchable there. But that's going to be a penalty there on the Warriors again. As much as it was overthrown, I'm not sure that it wasn't perfect timing. Ball was thrown over the head of the intended Bulldog receiver, but at the end of it, it's going to be a penalty on the Warriors. Pass interference. That was going to be a 15-yarder on the pass interference. Warriors now 6 accepted penalties for 55 yards. Automatic first down, and the clock at 9:48 now. So Bulldogs back here. Going into the shotgun set now for Crosby. He'll take the snap back, give it inside. Chase Crosby bounces it to the backside on a counter play. Nice little diving tackle through the middle there by Cardenas. Gain of maybe 2 yards there for Crosby. Nice tackle by Sergio there across the middle. Crosby 13 carries for 57 yards on the game. Wasmer leads all rushers with 66, but majority of it coming on 2 plays, a gain of 41 in the 16-yard Gary at the end of the third quarter. 6th play of the drive now here as that clock continues to run at the 9:10 mark here. The fourth quarter, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Bulldogs 21. Warriors 3. Warriors needing some kind of change of possession play here as Crosby's in the shotgun. He'll hand off for Chase Crosby again. He's into the open field, bounces past one, and now he's got room here to the outside. Dives it back inside, pummeled out of bounds there, but inside the 10-yard line. Maybe inside the 5, down to about the 7. So again, a good pickup there for Crosby, about 31 yards on the play. So that's another big play for the Bulldogs. And Lovell looking for what could potentially be a knockout punch here in the fourth quarter. Warriors going to have to try to stand tall here inside of their own 10-yard line, backs against the wall here. First down and goal. Here's the snap back, handed off straight ahead for Wassmer. He's swallowed up near the 5-yard line. Maybe a yard or two in that one down to the 4. So 2-yard pickup there. 2nd down and goal upcoming here for the Bulldogs. Clock now down, heading towards 8 minutes to go here in this one. Again, winner of this one moves out to 2-2 on the conference season. The other has work to do in the final 3 games of the season. Warriors will have a couple of home games before they finish it off the regular season against Kemmerer. Snap back. Here's the handoff for Crosby, and he's knocked down just short of the line here. About 3-yard pickup there for Chase Crosby. So he's got 91 yards now. It's a 3rd down and goal from maybe the half-yard line. Oh, that's early movement there. That's going to cost the Bulldogs. Got caught leaning. Not sure if that was Wassmer or Crosby under center, but a little reprieve here for the Warriors. That'll back it up from the 1 back to the 6. 9th play of the drive that started at the Bulldog 36-yard line. Got that 16-yard pickup to end the 3rd quarter, then an unsportsmanlike penalty in between the quarters, or at the end of the 3rd there after the 3rd quarter clock had expired, but Bulldogs have worked it down with Chase Crosby as he's chewed up about 46 yards of offense. Now looks like are the Bulldogs going to call a timeout, or what's going on here? I'm not sure what's going on, and guess they will call a timeout. So now the officials finally do whistle here, and it'll be a timeout here for the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. 6:40 to go, 4th quarter here. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Bulldogs 21, Warriors 3. Back after this on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
We're Brian Honey. So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, Deidre lives by me, so the community is always there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
And we're back here at Lovell High School. Team still in their timeout huddles as we are nearly halfway through this culminating quarter. Neither team has scored here in the second half. The Bulldogs were on the 1-yard line, but a little false start penalty has them backed up. This is an extended stoppage here. Whitecap is over on the far sideline. Finally looks like we're going to be ready to go back to action here. So Bulldogs on their on the Warriors 6-yard line now. Warriors looking for a stop. They're going to put Crosby in the shotgun set. Twin receivers here to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield in a forward position here. Now motion from Newman across the formation here. Now a snap. They'll give Crosby, hand it off to the inside, little shovel pass, and the Warriors just stopping their man near the goal line there. Good tackle in the end. Not sure if that was Kobe Bradshaw, looks like. Bradshaw's been a defensive standout for the Warriors throughout this early part of the first half of the season and even into this game as well. So a 5-yard little shovel pass on the inside from Crosby to Crosby. That's Kyson to Chase Crosby. And now it's a 4th down and goal from the 1. Warriors chance to get a stop here. Gotta have it. Touchdown this late as we're inside the final 6 minutes of the 4th quarter. Gotta find a way here as Crosby under center, will look to take the snap, does, hands it off back. Crosby easily walks into the end zone untouched. Touchdown Bulldogs, 27-3. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, PAT pending. Crosby's second touchdown of the day, this one from 1 yard out, as he nearly got to the century mark in this one. PAT set to go for Matthew Newman. Newman set to take the PAT now. Kick is up and looks good, or is it wide? Now a stoppage in play. Kind of a little confusion here. So an encroachment call on the Warriors, so trying to get into that backfield early, so the Bulldogs will set up for it again. Warriors may have been lined up offsides. Again, when it's encroachment, you can count the try, but they must have brought it to a stop beforehand. Snap comes back. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way. Looks good, is good. 28-3 in favor of the Lovell Bulldogs. Warrior football on the other side here. This is Warrior football. Streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! And we're set for the kickoff here for the Warriors, getting another possession here in this second half. There's the kickoff heading towards Baugh. He's got it. Miles bouncing through the middle now, looking for some blocks. Has one to the outside. He goes. Breaks through a tackle across the 30 out to the 35-yard line. Good return there. So the Warriors going to come back onto the field now. So Baugh with a good return here. Warriors start on their own 33. Looks like that's where they mark them. So their own 33-yard line is where the Warriors start this one. Kaiser under center now. Scarrow in the backfield has it now. Looks for a little bit of room. Nothing there. Pushed back by this Bulldog defense. Where they mark it, maybe a yard in it there, out to the 35. Warriors' first touch of the ball here in this fourth quarter. 5:15 left now on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Offense has been tough to come by for the Warriors. 6 punts in the end of half and a field goal thus far for your Warriors. Kaiser takes the snap, hands off again for Gunner. He looks to pick his way into that second level, but maybe just another yard or two in it for Gunner, so sets up a 3rd down and long here. 3rd down and 7 upcoming. Kaiser to the sideline to get the play in from head coach Marty Rage. Where's the line now here? They'll send Baugh and Tigner here to the near side. Clark and Mitchell out to the far side left. Scheibel's on the sideline here for the Warriors. Kaiser under center now. He'll look to take the snap, drops back. Couple step drop, throws it up here, and now the Warriors fighting for it. Clark nearly had it, and now flags come flying in, and I think that's going to be Clark that had to do that there to prevent a potential interception. Imagine the Bulldogs decline this one, set up a 4th down and 7. No, they don't. They take the offensive pass interference penalty, so a 10-yard penalty there. Another one for the Warriors. They haven't been a team that's committed a ton of penalties, but 7 tonight for 65 yards, and 3rd down and 7 becomes 3rd and 17. I was going to say, I was surprised that the Bulldogs would accept that penalty when it would make it 4th down for the Warriors, and they, in fact, did decline it. So we'll reset for a 4th and 7 here. Warriors, again, with 4:10 to go at this point. I mean, might as well go for it, but at the end of the day, it looks like they're just going to punt it away. Just been a tough day for the Warriors offensively. Just have not been able to get anything going. It's like Bradshaw's going to do the punting here with Scheibel on the sideline for the Warriors, as Bradshaw has plenty of time, sends a good spinning kick here towards the far end for the Bulldogs, and now they will field it on a bounce. Warriors trying to cover it up, and finally Ruckman down there to finish off the tackle. Newman with that one, and again, the Bulldogs at this point, got to imagine they'll stick to the ground game here, chew up potentially the rest of this clock. Don't leave us at the end of this one. We'll head into our post-game show presented by 7-Up. We'll wrap up the post-game stats for you. We'll look at some scores from across the state, have a chat with Worland Warrior head coach Marty Rage. Tonight's game did not go the way the Warriors wanted. Just couldn't get much going offensively. Couple of big plays from the Bulldogs, and penalties a bit of the story as well for the Warriors. I'd say for the first half of the season, Warriors played mostly complete games, just little struggles getting into the end zone. This one, not the way the Warriors wanted to go. Bulldogs had a good game plan. They were able to execute it. Big plays like a kickoff return touchdown. That kind of zaps the energy out of visiting teams, and now the Warriors going to defend here in the final 3:56 of this game, and now all of a sudden a stoppage, and the Bulldogs can't get the snap off. Timeout on the field. We step away with them. 28-3, fourth quarter, 3:56 to go here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Now this is how you shop for a grill at Ace. At Ace, we carry the best brands like Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber. With barbecue experts ready to guide you with grilling tips, the best accessories, and easy ways to add flavor. When Ace Rewards customers purchase a grill $3.99 or more, we'll assemble and deliver it right to your door. Shop now at Ace and at acehardware.com.
Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. Lovell now back on the ball here as they'll take the snap back, hand off to the inside, and the Warriors stack it up immediately. Couldn't catch the ball carrier there. Looks like, not sure who that was. They had some substitutes in here for the Bulldogs. Like potentially maybe Workman back there for the Bulldogs, but no gain on the play. Snap. Now a handoff and almost loose here, but now driving ahead on a good run. Ball was momentarily fumbled. It was Matthew Newman there out to the 33-yard line on a 9-yard pickup. Again, the clock at 2:55. Of course, Warriors do have some timeouts. They could burn them to earn another possession at this point. The game itself is out of reach, truly. There's just not enough time, even with the timeouts, to get back into this one. But we'll see if the Warriors can get the ball back. Bulldogs under center now. Snap back, hand off, and hit at the line. Warriors doing a good job, but might be just enough. No, not quite enough for a first down. We'll see. And the did pick up enough for a first down there, did the Bulldogs. So with 2:15 to go, just a few more plays to run here for the Bulldogs, and they can run out most of this clock here. So the Warriors going to fall to 2-3 on the season and 1-3 in conference play, and they'll have uphill work to do in the final 3 weeks of this season. Bulldogs take the snap, hand it off up the inside, dragging Warriors forward, but finally drug down there. Looked like Baugh had a shoestring in there and a couple of Warriors among the fray. Again, the Warriors have some of their second unit players out there as well. Cade Heinemeyer out there. So some young guys out there for the Warriors. A couple of freshmen with Baugh out there as well. I think Tigner's out there as well. Braylon Kidgel also out there for the Warriors. So another freshman getting a couple of plays in at the varsity level. The Bulldogs run it ahead, and the Warriors trying to stop the momentum here and finally do. Final 60 seconds here. Remember, do stick around for the post-game show presented by 7-Up. We will get you the full post-game stats. We'll get a chat with Worland Warrior head coach Marty Rage. We'll prep you for next week's game when the Warriors do return home. So we'll give you the details of that upcoming here. Bulldogs can go into the victory formation with the first down here. One snap, and this one will be done, and there it is. So this game will come to a conclusion here as the Warriors come out on the road. Couldn't get it done, couldn't get the offense going, and unfortunately on the wrong side of a 28-3 defeat here. So they'll go back to the drawing board here this next week, trying to get prepared for next week's game when the Warriors return to Warrior Stadium. We'll get to those details and more on the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Final score from Lovell High School. Lovell Bulldogs 28, Worland Warriors 3, the final. Post-game show presented by 7-Up. Coming up next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
We're Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is all there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. And welcome inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Post-game stats, talk with head coach Marty Rage, and of course our outdoorsman player of the game that we will name a little bit later on here in this broadcast. So we'll get to all of that. A couple of defensive players on our radar here tonight for that outdoorsman player of the game. All that coming up here on the post-game show. Final score from Lovell High School. Lovell Bulldogs 28, Worland Warriors 3. We'll await Worland Warrior head coach Marty Rage as he'll make his way up to us. We missed him last week on the long road trip over in Lyman, which was understandable, trying to get all the boys on the bus. That was a long road trip back, so I understood not getting up here, but talked to Coach, of course, pregame, and sounds like he will make his way to us here in this after this contest. So we'll look forward to chatting with him here in just a couple of minutes. Let's look at those post-game stats here in this one. Again, the Warriors just not a lot of yardage today. Again, the plays in the end ended up getting lopsided again. Lovell ran 51 to Worland's 31. Total yardage in this one, unofficially Lovell 293 to Worland's 53. Looking at the full stats here, Bulldogs 11 of 16 for Kyson Crosby, 87 yards and a touchdown. Chase Crosby 16 for 92 and 2 touchdowns on the ground. 4 for 27 for Matthew Newman, 1 for 7 for Owen Walker, 1 carry for 0 for Kyson Crosby, 9 for 68 for Cash Wassmer, and 4 for 12 for a smattering of second unit players that we couldn't get the numbers on for the Bulldogs at the end of this one. 35 carries for 206 yards, 5.9 average. Through the air, Chase Crosby 4 for 32 through the air, 3 for 42 and a touchdown for Matthew Newman, 2 for 2 for Owen Walker, 1 for 9 for Owen Edwards, and 1 for 2 for Mac Morgan. For the Warriors, Johnny Kaiser in the end, 1 of 5 through the air, 5 yards, 19 for 55 on the ground for Gunnar Mascaro. Kaiser sacked for 9 on 1 play. Miles Baugh 5 for 3 yards in this one. Caden Schabel the only points on the boards with the 37-yard field goal, or 39-yard field goal in this one. So some positive there. Caden Clark, the single catch in this one for the Warriors in the game. 6 tackles for loss for the Bulldogs, 6 tackles for loss for the Warriors. Overall, defensively, really, you look at it, the Warriors gave up less than 300 total yards in the game, and considering they were outsnapped in such a fashion, the Warriors, don't feel too bad can't feel too bad about that defensive performance. The 98-yard kick return, I'll tell you, special teams, big hit special teams plays just change games. They do, and in this one you could feel the energy after the field goal from Scheibel. You could see that energy in the sidelines, and then after that 98-yard kickoff return touchdown just zapped that energy back out, and the Warriors unable to find it again after that 98-yard touchdown. Again, just one touchdown in the second half for the Bulldogs, blocked to them, and Chase Crosby in that fourth quarter. Warriors held scoreless in the second, third, and fourth quarters of this one. Best drive of the day was 30 yards for the Warriors. It ended in that 39-yard field goal for Caden Scheibel. The other 8 drives ended either in punts, the end of the half, or turnovers on down. So not the story that the Warriors wanted to write here out on the road, but fortunately for them, 3 games left in this season, still a chance to get into the postseason. The goals are still there for the Warriors. They can still meet them here in this season, but right now it really is win time for the Warriors here as they get on late here into this season. They're just really going to have to find a way to get victories in these final 3 games, and we'll talk about those on the other side. We'll prep you for next week's contest in Worland on the other side. This is the postgame show presented by 7-Up. Talk with head coach Marty Rage, our outdoorsman player of the game, and we'll take a look at next week's contest on the other side here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School athletics.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. And welcome back inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Got to do a quick one here with Warrior head coach Marty Rage. Coach, I know the game plan didn't go the way you wanted tonight. I want to just talk about maybe one point in the game. Caden Scheibel hits that 39-yard field goal, grabs some energy, then immediately after that, the 98-yard touchdown on a kickoff return, and just zapped that energy.
Yeah, just momentum, especially early in a game. It's how we react to certain things. And I tell you what, it's frustrating at times, but these guys are doing a lot of work and they're improving. And we've talked about youth, but, our young ones and olders are helping lead them. It's a positive group, and we'll just go back to work. And I'm pleased with the effort, and we just played a really good football team, and they really played hard tonight. More than we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, kind of a bummer. The team that was voted number 4 that we talked about pregame is an unfortunate time for them to show why maybe the voters decided to keep them in the top 5, Coach.
Yeah, and kind of a deal too. They got some guys back, and that's huge too, and especially if they're veteran players and add a little more speed, add a little better tacklers in there. So they really played hard. I got to give them credit. That's a good football team. We just have to get better. We have to go to work with the JV game on Tuesday, and Mountain View coming in. It's probably the best one we've seen on tape this year.
Well, and Coach, again, after 2 out on the road, you get back home. It is those Mountain View Buffaloes, but you get back into Warrior Stadium. I know you mentioned you got to get out of here quick, so any final thoughts on this one before we kind of let you get back on the bus, make sure all the boys are okay, and get you back home?
Yeah, we just talked about, we've got to just go to work again and kind of evaluate themselves, and these guys are starting to watch film on themselves, which is not easy at times to be critical of themselves. But we said we make mistakes as coaches too. We're trying to put you in the right place and the right position to have success, but we need you to do your part too.
That's head coach Marty Rage there. Coach, we appreciate you, even though it's on a quick one, sharing your thoughts with us as always, and we'll look forward to next week as we're back at Warrior Stadium. So make sure you get your butts into the seats here. Support those Warriors next week. Coach, we appreciate you.
Hey, we appreciate you too.
Thank you, Coach. Head coach Marty Rage there here on the post-game show presented by 7-Up. We'll take a quick break. Outdoorsman player of the game on the other side here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. And welcome back inside the postgame show presented by 7-Up. Let's dive now into our outdoorsman player of the game. Again, I know offensively the Warriors didn't get a lot going here, so we looked to the defensive side of the ball, and a player that we just seemed to call his name a number of times on tackles for loss, making big plays for the Warriors. It was number 53, is Lucas Ramirez. And again, the reason I chose him for the outdoorsman player of the game, couple of reasons. First, started the season running back. That was kind of where he wanted to be. Injury to Tel Slagle. He is selfless, decides to go back onto the line at the encouragement of his coaches, comes in there playing offensive and defensive line, got some great tackles for loss, just a great attitude, great kid. Our outdoorsman player of the game, Lucas Ramirez, presented by the Outdoorsman in Worland. Whether it's hunting, fishing, camping, clothing, and more, the Outdoorsman in Worland is your source for all your outdoor gear. Ray Witt and family, a big thank you out to you for your continued sponsorship here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Again, Lucas Ramirez, our outdoorsman Warrior player of the game. And again, next week, the Warriors, as head coach Marty Rage mentioned, well, it's the undefeated Mountain View Buffaloes. They're coming to town. They got a quarterback in Justice Platts that can toss the ball all over the field. The Warriors are going to have to be ready for that. They'll come into Worland for a 6 o'clock kickoff next Friday, October 10th, 6 o'clock, 5:30 p.m. McGarvin and Taylor pregame show, followed by kickoff at 6 o'clock against Mountain View. And then the final two games of the season, the Warriors welcome in the Cokeville Panthers on October 17th and close it out on the road at the home of the Rangers, Kemmerer High School, on October 24th. That's going to do it for the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Final score here from Lovell High School: Lovell Bulldogs 28, Worland Warriors 3. And until next time, and there's going to be a home Warriors Stadium next time. Go Worland Warriors.